Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special 25th video of mine. I finally finished off my Blood Angels Chaplain, which was the last model in the stack when I very first started this project. So, get comfortable, sit back and enjoy. Using the fist and red spray, give some short bursts across the entirety of the model, aiming for a flat, thin coat across the entirety here. Once it's all dry, it should come out looking like this. Obviously you don't want to go really thick because you'll lose a lot of the detailing across the model there. Next up, we're going to be using a thin wash of the bad and black across the bulk of the model there. We're going thin because we want some of the red to still be showing through, just like so. Next up, we've used Screaming Skull across the bones on the model here, and a thin coat of Agrax Earthshade over the top. Then Sandry Dust is used across the scrolls on the model here, just to give it a really nice bright finish. The Agrax Earthshade wash over the skull there went on a little too thick, so I'm lining that back out with Screaming Skull, a very thin coat. If you do find, like I did, that it goes on a little too thin and you end up with a lot of pooling, just use a little kitchen towel to dry that off with. Next up is Evil Sun Scarlet on the pistol. This will make it really bright. It stands out really nicely against the black of the armour. Following this, we're using Wazdakka Red for some of the chest plating there. Again, just differentiates it really nicely from the Mephiston Red on the axe handle there. Next up, we're using Lead Belcher on all the silver areas of the model, just like so. Then we're doing a little bit of the leg detailing in Rubric Gold. Again, we're putting some Agrax Earthshade over the top of that later. We're going to do some highlighting and layering over the top. Here's the Earthshade wash, which adds a nice grey texture to it. Then highlighting with Runefang Silver, finally brushing Auric Armour over the top. Highlighting across the wings, use Evil Sun Scarlet, that's our brightest layer. Again, we're going for quite a thin layer here. And then we're doing the very base of the jetpack, again in Evil Sun Scarlet. We're going to layer this up with a 50-50 mix of Mephiston Red and Evil Sun Scarlet. You can do this whilst the Evil Sun Scarlet is still wet, as this will help it mix a little better. And then using Carabao Crimson to give some recess shading across the staff. And next we're painting on the muzzle burn. I'm using contrast paint for this because I found Achillean Green and Shige Purple give a really nice finish for this. Again, you can do this whilst they're still wet, it will help them blend a little. And finally, picking out the edging on the pistol there with some Runefang Steel, and there it is, all finished. Yeah, woo! We love that, that's fantastic. Yeah, that's great, yeah.